is being recorded.
So, we have a lot of things going on in the world. We have alleged pro-Hamas students being deported. We have Israel, the IDF, continuing its campaign against Gaza. We have Jews dealing with anti-Semitism. World calls it current events. We Jews call it just another day. With all that, life goes on in our synagogue. And one of the reasons, no, not one of the reasons, one of the main reasons it goes on is for people like Harriet Pumerantz. We lost Harriet this week, and it's only fitting that we talk to her in our Friday night service because tomorrow morning, we've all said our farewells. Many of us attended the funeral. Many of us more attended the special service we had, which, by the way, made the high holiday services look pale in comparison to the people that attended. But nevertheless, there's people like Harriet that holds our people together. She is truly an Eshet Chayil, a woman of valor, that all of us, women and men alike, should emulate. She was such a powerful presence that it took not one, not two, but three rabbis to talk at her going away. Let's call it that, going away. Because in Judaism, and it's important to understand this, we believe that, we don't believe, it says we are made in the image of God. Now, since God is not a physical being, not even a spiritual being, how could you have any type of material presence and be outside of time and space? So in what image is it that we are made? It is God's image of Hu Haya, Hu Hoveh, V'Hu Yiyeh. He was, is, and always will be the immortal presence that gives birth to our universe, that maintains and sustains, and when time comes, it'll all dissipate and start all over again. So in that vein, are we mortals made? This is the thing that perishes after, what does the Psalm say? After 80 years, what is it, 70, 80 if we're so fortunate? If we're real fortunate, we live to be 120, like Moses himself, 120 years, right? But what's inside here remains forever. It stays forever. And as generation after generation, what did Rabbi Alkanev say about kids in the synagogue? Somebody was saying that something about them causing a disturbance. He says, "Hey, they're our generation." Or was it Harriet that said they're the generation? They are Lador Vador. They are the future.
Their voices are like angels.
They are. They truly are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a continuing cycle. If I can borrow a phrase, I'm trying to remember it, the cycle of life, with Norberger. As one set of people are here in the physical to continue our reverence for the teaching of God, as we pass along, as the generations cascade, as one disappears, a new one starts, this thing called Judaism continues. And again, it continues because of people like Harriet, who was a stalwart presence in the synagogue, who gave relentlessly, from what I understand. I only knew her in her later years when she was fragile. But going through the internet and finding pictures, and you see this robust woman sitting there with her husband, you knew there was a presence. And again, I say this with reverence, and we should all emulate that. We should all stick to the principles. It's not just being Jewish that it's all about. It's the principles. Respect people, love one another. Love your fellow person as yourself. Honor the stranger. Give to the needy. God even tells us, I will watch what you give to people that are in need, and I will give through you. And that's how I will treat you. I will treat you as you treat others. Popular word is karma. What you put out is what you get. And certainly Harriet typified that. She was head of sisterhood, was that right? And she was responsible for a lot of the wonderful affairs that happened in the synagogue, and always apparently had a beautiful composure, a beautiful persona, right?
Quiet.
How is it, yeah, how else is it that you get, what did we have the other day? I thought it was 100, but it was 78, 79 people at a service during the week. We don't get 1/3, I mean, well, we do pretty good for Saturday morning, right? I mean, Rabbinical Assembly can't believe how many people we get here, right, for Saturday. But I mean, that many people for a day that's not a high holiday. And you know, Harriet was so dedicated. She was here even when she couldn't move, when she was sitting there, her body wouldn't respond. But here she was. And people wanted to be around her. She sat there and that area was full. She went into the social hall and people, you couldn't sit at her table unless you jumped right there. That's quite a legacy. So we look at Harriet and we say, this is our role model. Because what she did worked. It made the synagogue continue. It's making our religion continue. And we look around tomorrow, who's going to be the next Harriet? Right? Look around. And maybe that's going to be you. Maybe it should be all of us. So we say goodbye to Harriet, and we will say the Lord's cottage for her this year and under your sight. And we'll remember, not toward the end, but the robust personality she was and the life that she lived.